Anthony Joshua says Deontay Wilder is difficult to negotiate with, taking the Tyson Fury fight to get a leg up on him. Stay tuned. Coming up next.
Hey, this is Cassie, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout outs to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Hola, habla Cindy, está viendo Deportes TV.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So Anthony Joshua does an article, does an interview, and he's claiming that Deontay Wilder is difficult to negotiate with. Says that he's only fighting Tyson Fury to get a leg up in negotiations between himself and the fight with Wilder. Says that the fight is inevitable. It's got to happen. He says that he wants to fight with Deontay Wilder next. He says that Tyson Fury's strategy is to put some money in the bank, coming off a 3-year layoff. So now he's alluding to the fact that Tyson Fury's been off for 3 years. He's been inactive, which isn't true, because we know Tyson Fury just had two fights. So Tyson Fury has been inactive for 2.5 years, if that. Okay, right? He said he'll continue to talk rubbish as he does. In the long run, thunder strikes and continues to strike. It's not like they've stolen the limelight. There's enough on the table for everyone to eat, in my opinion. Well, here's the thing about that. If there's enough on the table for everybody to eat, then why wouldn't you give Deontay Wilder a fair share of the pie? Right? And then he said it's not like they've stolen the limelight, talking about Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. Well, that's exactly what they've done. They stole the limelight from you and Alexander Povetkin. Nobody's talking about Alexander Povetkin versus Anthony Joshua. Everybody's talking about Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. Actually, Sean Porter versus Danny Garcia gets more buzz than Alexander Povetkin versus Anthony Joshua. Errol Spence versus Mikey Garcia is getting more buzz than Alexander Povetkin versus Anthony Joshua, and that fight is not even that fight is just in the rumor stages. So for him to say they haven't stolen the limelight, that's exactly what they have done. Just like a thief in the night, like the Grinch that stole Christmas. They stole all the shine, all the limelight from you. And now he's claiming that he wants to fight Deontay Wilder. He says we have to fight, there's no way about it. He says, remember, we've been negotiating since we fought Carlos Takam last year. I've been trying to make a fight with Wilder. It's been ongoing for a long time and feels very difficult. That is why the strategy for him is to fight Tyson Fury after a 3-year layoff. He's got a good chance of beating him. So see, again, they're looking to diminish and discredit Tyson Fury. Should Deontay Wilder win, right? Because should Deontay Wilder win, now they will have to give him a 50. They will have to play nice in the sandbox, so to speak. So now they want to come out and do everything they can to discredit Tyson Fury and this fight. So when they go to the negotiation table with Deontay Wilder, they can say, well, you know what? He was on a 3-year layoff. He wasn't in shape. He was inactive. So you had a high rate of beating him. The chances of you beating him was very high. See, that's what they want to do. That's why Eddie Hearn comes out and he says, oh, I don't even know if Tyson Fury is going to make it to the fight. Probably be injured. Now we get Anthony Joshua coming out and saying, oh, Tyson Fury's been on a 3-year layoff. He's just looking to put money in the bank. Nonsense. Because Eddie Hearn also just came out and said that he was looking to make a fight with Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua in 2020. So how much more in shape do you need him to get to have a fight with him? You need him to fight for at least another year before you have a fight with him, and then it's legit. It's all nonsense, people. It's all nonsense. That's just what it is, right? And also, the rumor is that he's already scheduled to fight Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte is the leading candidate to face Anthony Joshua in April at Wembley Stadium. So here we have him coming out and trying to discredit the fight. This is all a ploy to take the power and the leverage away from Deontay Wilder when they come back to the negotiation tables, because they know Deontay Wilder's star power is only rising every day. It's rising by the day. Once upon a time, Anthony Joshua even came out and said, "Oh, this guy doesn't even have 1 million subscribers on his social media." Well, he surpassed that. Barry Hearn came out and said that nobody knows Anthony Joshua in the States, but Deontay Wilder's stock is only on the rise, and his popularity is soaring. Right? So every day his popularity gets bigger and bigger and bigger. His value gets bigger and bigger and bigger. He gains more and more value every day. Right? So they're trying to do any and everything they can to discredit Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Well, should I say at this point, they want to just discredit Tyson Fury. So that way the world will look at Tyson Fury and say, well, he's not he wasn't a real contender. He didn't really have a chance to win that fight. But the boxing world and the hardcore boxing fans know the truth. Tyson Fury, if you look at Tyson Fury's last 2 fights, well, I would say his last fight with Francisco Pineda, right? That's how Tyson Fury fights. Look at Tyson Fury's last fight with Francisco Pineda, and then look at Tyson Fury's fights before he went on his 2-year break. Look at his fight with Vladimir Klitschko. Point out the glaring difference in the style and his approach to fighting. Show me what he did so much different in the Vladimir Klitschko fight than he did in Francisco Pineda. Show me the weight difference. See, we know this is all a ploy. It's all a strategy to discredit Tyson Fury as an opponent. So should Deontay Wilder knock out Tyson Fury in dramatic fashion and the pay-per-view numbers soar, not to mention this is their first fight on pay-per-view in the States. So it's just going to smash everything Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua stated about Deontay Wilder not being popular, not having a leg to stand on, and should just be grateful and take the $15 million flat fee. Well, guess what? He does big pay-per-view numbers. He knocks out Tyson Fury, who was actually a lineal champion. He beat the man to beat the man. Okay? So you beat Vladimir Klitschko coming off a 2-year layoff, 40 plus years of age, and coming off a loss. And that's your claim to fame, Anthony Joshua. That's Anthony Joshua's claim to fame. Tyson Fury beat Vladimir Klitschko at the height of his career when he was on a 10-year hiatus, beating everybody, defending his title for 10 straight years until he got up with Tyson Fury, and that's when Vladimir Klitschko lost the title. Anthony Joshua beat Vladimir Klitschko after he lost to Tyson Fury, coming off a 2-year layoff and 40 plus years of age. But now Anthony Joshua wants to pretend and discredit Tyson Fury, who's in his 20s, who's never lost, who had a 2-year layoff. You see how that works, people? You see how that works? But we already know what it is, and we won't let them put no blinders on us. The truth of the matter is, Tyson Fury is a valuable opponent. Tyson Fury is the lineal heavyweight champion. Tyson Fury is the man that beat the man. So we're not going to let these people come out here and discredit Tyson Fury in order to have a leg up and have advantage over Deontay Wilder in negotiations when Anthony Joshua and Wilder goes to the negotiation table. Because that's what they're looking to do. That's all this is. Because should he beat Tyson Fury in dramatic fashion and the pay-per-view numbers do very, very well, guess what, people? Deontay Wilder will become the A-side versus Anthony Joshua. Because Anthony Joshua's claim to fame will be beating Vladimir Klitschko. Well, we know that Tyson Fury beat Vladimir Klitschko 2 years prior to Anthony Joshua beating him. Then Anthony Joshua's other claim to fame would be beating Joseph Parker. Well, we know that Deontay Wilder beat Luis King Kong Ortiz, who will be favored to beat Joseph Parker, who was also undefeated, and the boogeyman of the division. And then his claim to fame would be selling out 90 seats in Wembley Stadium. Well, we also know that Carl Froch versus George Groves did 80,000 seats in Wembley Stadium. So he wasn't the first man to do this. It's not like he's a unicorn, because we know that Carl Froch versus George Groves, they did 80,000 seats in Wembley Stadium. So guess what? George Groves is not an opponent, nor Carl Froch. Carl Froch wasn't as popular as Andre Ward. So we know that George Groves as an opponent wasn't as popular as Carl Froch versus Andre Ward. But Carl Froch did 80,000 seats at Wembley Stadium with George Groves. So that's null and void. And then the pay-per-view numbers in the States where pay-per-views are 75 plus per household. We know that in the UK it's not that. It's not the same. So that's all I got. We're not going to let Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn discredit Deontay Wilder in order to have a leg up and an advantage in negotiations should they come back to the table. But that's all I got. Drop a comment in the comment section. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV. All one word. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue. Shouts out to the LDBC, Lions Den Box community. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Y'all already know what it is. Make sure you like and share these videos. It's your boy Blue. Also, September 15th marks the day for Box Fan Expo. Get your tickets for a low price of $30. Shake hands, take pictures, chop it up with all your favorite past and present boxes. That's all I got. It's your boy Blue. Peace.
The Blue Blood Sport TV, baby, from the Empress. Much love. Mwah.